Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Margaret. Hi. Hello. Ready for a fun evening? Ready to get creative? I sure am. Haven't seen you guys in a little while. If you are here for the first time and you would like to chat, make sure that you are logged in so that you are able to chat with me. Excuse me. 7:59. I'm going to be starting here soon. Hello, Annette. Hello, Bonnie. Marion. Sharon. I see you guys. I don't see any chatting though. Ah, there. Now I do. Hello, hello. Alright, I'm going to wait for like one more minute. I see more people have shown up. I'm going to wait for another minute or so, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started. Time to play. So I am going to be making some changes. I will tell you about those changes a little bit later. I want more people to be here so that I don't have to say it again and again and again. Yes, I can see what you're writing, Margaret. So that means that you're good. Yeah, you're good. Yay! So tonight, I don't know if you checked my blog, but I am going to be using my ink tints. Got my big old 72 pack here. So it's going to be pretty much ink tints and maybe my pit pens. And we're going to do those splotch flowers. If you are in mixing it up with me, the May challenge is like watercolor flowers, I think. Excuse me. And so I'm just gonna do another page like that. I did one already, and I call them splotch flowers, splotch butterflies, and it's actually one of my favorite things to do when it comes to making flowers, instead of trying to create flowers just like as a normal flower or a flower that you'd see in reality. This is a quick, easy, fun way to create flowers, and it's actually my favorite way to create flowers. So this is right up my alley. Hello there, Miss Heather. Liz, is that you, Liz? I see Heather Guidry. I don't know how to say your last name, but I know that Liz's last name is the same. So I'm like, is that Liz? Hey. Splotch flowers. Yes, that's what I call them, splotch flowers. Liv. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying Liz, and I know that it's Liv. You know what I mean. Sorry about that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and, how do you pronounce your last name? Oh, I was right with the first try. Cool, 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 yay. Alright, so I am going to switch my camera angle and we are going to get started. Alright? Just 1 second. And I have my Smash book here that I use all the time. You guys know that I create in my Smash book. And I'm going to continue to do so. Oh, okay. So I use my Smash book. I'm going to keep using my Smash book. But here are a couple of things that you guys might need to know or would be interested in knowing. One is that I think I'm not going to be following Journal 52 anymore. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Tanel. Because there's something else that I want to do and introduce and make fun and just kind of get into a space of. My page is coming apart. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't know if it's a page or if this is like some dried gesso or paper from something else, but I'm pulling it off. So I'm going to be doing something else with the prompts instead of following Journal 52. I love Journal 52. I will continue to do the prompts, but I want to make this a party. So we're going to change it up a little bit. And I will introduce you to it once I'm ready, but just know it'll still be fun. But I am going to change it up from just following Journal 52 prompts. Also, something else that you might need to know is that I am going to start doing the art party once a month. Did you hear that? Once a month. The second Tuesday of the month. I am finding that I do a lot. I give lots of free stuff and free time, and I just am finding that I really do need to spend more time creating art, working on my art as a business, working on classes, working on my own education and business knowledge. Wednesday nights is one of few nights that my husband comes home after work, so we get to spend time together, but usually I don't because I'm on the art party. So I am freeing up my time to do more art, to work on my art, as a business. And so we're going to go to once a month art parties. They'll still be on Wednesday, and it'll be the second Wednesday of the month. Alright, did you guys get that? I hope you heard that. And I will announce it again and put it in the group so that everybody is aware. Mama's got to make some money. So, that's that. Sorry. Alright, so tonight with these flowers that I wanted to make, I thought about using white gesso, but I don't want to. I want this cool pattern from the paper to show through. So I'm going to go ahead and gesso, and I'm going to use clear gesso tonight. Thank you so much for the welcome back. I'm happy to be back. I miss you guys. I think it's going to be hard to do once a month, so we're going to give it a try and see how that goes for me. And then, you know, if I need to change it back, I will. But for right now, that is what I'm gonna do. Alright, so clear gesso, which looks white when you first put it on, but dries clear. Now I just need a brush. Okay, there we go. I see a brush. So go ahead, if you have not already, go ahead and gesso your page. And clear gesso is very gritty, but it serves the purpose, so I'm all good. Sometimes I just spritz water on instead of dipping my brush into water again. when I use ink tints, I prefer using it on gesso because they melt into the paper spread and have that watercolor effect better instead of showing the lines. So I do gesso, and of course I'm gonna have to dry a bit. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Mary. Hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have not seen you in here in a while. And hello to C.A. Smitty, Cass Smitty. Alright, doing a little bit of drying. So you guys using watercolors and ink tints with me tonight? We're going to do some flowers, some splotch flowers, and some butterflies. I think this will be fun. In the Mixing It Up group, I know that they shared a video by C or CC or something like that. So I am going to be using a similar technique as she did. But I'll be using ink tints. Again, this is something that I really enjoy, and it's kind of fast to me, but I really like this look and this feel. For those of you that have been participating with me in the Embrace Your Art challenge, I have been using watercolors a lot lately. I am feeling like I want to get more familiar with my water-based sort of products, my water-soluble products. So I've been using them a lot lately, and I am actually finding the more that I use them, the more that I like them, the more familiar I am becoming with them, and I think they're fast. So I really, really like it. I really like it. They're really great for the prompts. Hello, Miss Kiva. All right, I'm going to try just a little bit more, and then we're going to move on. Smitty. Ka Smitty. That is so funny. Yes, Miss Kiva, I am here. Alright. There. And you know, this stuff is so gritty. It's so weird to me because it dries so gritty. The clear gesso. Alright, so I spent some time while I was away at my retreat labeling my ink tints because the numbers are just etched in. I can't see the numbers, so I marked them with labels, and I actually made a chart, a color chart, and I cut it apart so that it fits in here because folded my lid would not close. So this makes me very happy. Okay, so now for the color template. If you guys, or palette, you guys should have picked that up off of my blog. I'm just pulling it up on my phone so that I can pull out some colors, and I'm just gonna pull the colors from my ink tints from my tin based on my cool chart here. So that I don't have to keep this whole thing on the table with me. So, oops, I'll put it away, and I want it. So I need a peachy color and an orange. So I think I'm going to use 310 and 0400. that one gets 310 and 320, and hope that they are different enough that I will like it. And then I need to get a blue that's almost like a denim, so I'm going for 830. So if you're following along, those are my numbers. I have 310, 830, 200, 320, and 100. So there, those are the colors that I'm going to be using tonight. My flowers will be the two orangey colors. My butterfly will probably be blue and green or something like that. Okay? Alright, so let me just grab a paintbrush or two. I like to have this small one. I don't know, I can't see this little size. I can't see the little wording on it, but I like to have a small one and a not so small one. It just depends. When I'm working the color to create the background, I like to have a bigger one. Just depends on what I'm doing. Okay? Okay. Alright. So I'm going to get started, and what I like to do is you can either choose to color with your ink tints, or you can choose to dip your paintbrush in water and then touch your ink tints bar block and rub it on the paper. So right now, for now, I am going to touch my paintbrush to the bar, the block, and this paintbrush is really hard, which means I have been bad about cleaning it. And see, just add your color. And I like to have a lot of water because I'm going to stand my page up in just a second and allow the color to drip. So this is me. This part of it is what I kind of call splotching. And just stand your page up and let some of that color just drip. Okay? And I do have a paper towel nearby always to wipe some of that up. Okay? And I'll just keep adding colors. And if you find, like, if this green ends up, like this green is looking pretty yellow to me, so I may decide to, yeah, I'm going to decide to change it up. It looks more yellow than I want. So going to my chart, I'm going to switch to the 1400 block. So if you're using your blocks and you want to follow, I'm going to the green, the 1400. Looks like that. Much better. And you can let, these can go on top of each other. And they do blend. And the cool thing that I like, as you see that I've gone back over the green, the color will get more intense. So you are in control if you want it to be light or dark. And again, you can add more water and allow it to drip down your page, which I love doing. Woo! Makes me happy, makes me happy. Gonna keep going. Now I'm using the blue color ink tints bar. And basically right now I'm just adding color in the background. And I'm just splatting it on. I don't really care about it being on there perfectly, because you're kind of allowing this to go where it wants to go. Again, I'm going to pick it up and allow some color to drip down the page. Okay. Hello, Miss Miko. Alright, so I'm going to add more color because I want more color. And you can always add more color. Okay. Now I'm going to add some of the oranges because this is my flowers. And still, I'm just calling it, splotching it on. And you don't care. You don't want to care about the shape. You just want to get the color on the page. Okay? Now I'm switching to another color. And I'm just adding it around the first color because it's just a deeper, sort of deeper shade. Just don't care. Don't try to be perfect. Just splotch it on there. And if you want some of the red or orange to drip, add some extra water and allow that to drip down your page as well. Yeah, you better not. I'm planning on doing a butterfly somewhere on this page. So, Miko, let me ask you, because you always say TR butterflies, and TR butterflies are two different kinds of butterflies. I do my butterflies from the side, and then I do my butterflies with the wings spread. Which butterfly is it that you love and that you expect to see everywhere, as you say? Alright, I'm going to dry this a little bit. I'm going to add some more color. Because I want that yellow to come out a little bit more. And then I do need to decide where in the world is there going to be a butterfly, because I need to splotch some color on here that at least is going to represent a butterfly. Alright. Yes, that is what I'm going to do. That is the one that I love. But before we do that, we're going to add more color. More color. More yellow. I need this yellow to pop. Look at that. That is so much better. So you are in total control. I need this yellow to show up a little bit more in this. Because it's feeling too dark to me. So I'm getting a little bit more yellow in here. And doesn't this just look like a big old colorful, beautiful mess? Oh, I love them, Liv. You've got to play with them. Oh, and if I had a color on the page, look, I'll just add a little bit of color on the page just for you, Liv. If you color on the page and then add your water, they're even more vibrant. Look at that. Look how dark that gets. They are fun. They are fun, fun, fun. Uh-oh. I'm getting them too wet and they're getting sticky. So I'm adding a little color by coloring on top of some of this, just so you guys can see some more vibrancy in the color. Look at that. They're fabulous. You see that? Now I'm adding a little bit more water because I do want to. I like the watercolor look, but you can see how wonderfully vibrant it gets, especially when you color directly on the page. Gorgeousness, just simply gorgeousness. Alright, I want some red. So I've got red and orange inside of my flowers, which I love. Alright, so I colored on them again to add some more red. And just don't care. I want you to not care as you're doing this. You will see it's gonna still be all good and wonderful. Just make mess. Okay, now I'm going to splotch on some color. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I guess this butterfly thing is going to have to be sort of low on the page. I think. Let's see. I'm going to dry this a little bit. I'm going to add just a little bit more blue. See, and the more water you add, the more like watercolor it will look. Oh, I love this. I just love this just like it is. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. Oh my God. I just love this just like this. I don't know how you're feeling, but I'm like, oh my God, that's so pretty. Don't have to do a thing. Write a word and call it a day. But I won't do that to you. Now I do need to dry for a second because we have to draw on top of these. So what I think I'm going to decide to do is go ahead and sketch in the flowers and then go back and decide if I'm going to have a butterfly or put a butterfly somewhere. Well, maybe not. Maybe I will just go ahead and do the butterfly so that I can have it all sketched without having lines through the butterfly. So I'm going to do this drawing. Then I'm going to add some blue probably and get a butterfly going. And then I can dry a little bit more because this is going to need to be dry if you're using your pit pens or something on top of it, because you don't, when it's wet, that dries out your pen. So you don't want that to happen. Alright, so let me think about this butterfly business. Because I've added so many flowers, I just keep feeling like the butterfly is going to have to be down here at the bottom. So somewhere down here. Yeah. So I'm adding some blue. And I am seriously going to make it a butterfly. And you can't see it, but it's gonna happen. Because I'm splotching on some color here. I'm imagining, this part I am imagining a little bit. Alright. So, oh my God, I love this. Oh, I love this. I love this. I don't know. You know how much I said I love acrylics to you guys. I was like, I love acrylics. I love acrylics. These ink tints and just kind of doing this thing here is rocking my world straight up. I am loving this because it's so quick. It's so pretty. I love that the colors just run and blend together. I love that it just looks like nothing much right now, but when we get done, it is going to be something pretty. I love this. I am feeling very happy right now. And see, for me, it's almost like one of the things that I don't know that you've noticed about me, yeah, I get pretty structured with my faces, but then outside of that, I kind of like doing things sort of freely and not structured, like not a perfect flower, not a perfect shape, not a perfect this, that, or the other. So this makes me happy. It just makes me happy. Yay! Yes. Thank you. You guys are so funny. You can spell my name however you want. The best way you can. Woo! Yes, happy hands. Happy, happy, happy. All right, so I'm grabbing pit pens. I know one of these does not write very well because I already killed it by writing on wet surfaces. So now what you want to do is you just kind of start drawing in your flower shape. And you don't just go outside the shape. You just kind of create some petals and things like that. Okay? So, I mean, you just make it up as you go along. And just follow the edges of the splotch. That's what I call them, splotch flowers. Just follow the edges of the splotch. And you will see that this is going to be looking more and more like a flower as we go along. So in the meantime, just follow the edges of your splotch. And you can have as many parts as you want. Okay? So just go along the outsides. Okay? So I'll try to hold this up and do this one so you can see. I just go along the outsides and just find places where maybe there's a little color variation. And that'll be like the first section of my flower. It's whatever you see. Okay? Yes, yes, I know. It just you just need to be free. All right. So now once you do that, then you can start adding like some shading or something that just differentiates the petals. Now on the video, I know that I think I can't think of her name, C or CC. She did lines on all of her petals. I don't want to do lines. I like my clean petals and just adding like a center. just even that little bit like that, there you have a flower. So you want to give it sort of a center shading. And I'm going to go back and add some more around the petals. But I always sort of like to come and do what I consider sort of a deep center part. Sort of almost like a poppy. Let's see this one. Thank you. Alright, so then you can again take your pen to add some depth on some of the lines. Because when you do that, it also gives it shape and sort of flow. Like then it looks like the petal is turned or bent in different areas. It gives it more depth. So just find different places where you want that to happen. And it naturally happens typically on curves. And of course, if you want to deepen your lines, period, just go back around them. Okay. See, so this one is really taking shape. No, this one I'm not. This is the small one, but I was using the brush. Like for this, when I did the centers, I used the brush pen. Right now I'm using the small. I like the little tips because I have more control, like when I'm going across the line, so that I don't make it too big. Does that make sense? So I just go around my flowers wherever I want, adding a little bit of depth and dimension. Like this. Okay? So just keep doing that. Um, until until you like it. So I just keep, I don't have any hard fast rules about it. I do this on the folds so that it gives movement to the flower, and I just keep going until I'm satisfied. this one's a little weird for me. So I think I am going to add a little something here. That makes me a little happier. There, I think that makes me a little happier too. Yes, with this added little depth. And of course my pen is starting to act up. I'm sure it's because I'm drawing and it's not perfectly dry. There, I just love it. And I'm getting my big brush out because I think the center needs to be a little bit bigger. Yes, I think that helps that flower out. Cool, cool, cool. I hope you guys are making flowers with me. Are you making flowers with me? 8:45. I'm going to be done in a minute. As soon as I finish all of this sketching around the edges. Oh no, it's drying out. I didn't let it dry enough. Love that. See, so right there in the creases adds such dimension. Love that. Oh. I think that one's my favorite. This is just rocking my world, like I said. Okay, so that's what my hello, Miss Pam. All right, so that's what my flowers look like so far. Um, Now my little butterfly is right here, and I am just gonna go ahead and go around the wings. And I did them sort of this way on purpose because I needed it to look like a butterfly. Alright, and I'm going to get my brush out. Okay, so you can see my butterfly here. Okay, I am drawing its wings, and I did not make them straight. I didn't want them to be straight, and I'm drawing sort of a second set so that you can see the movement. Love that. Oh, yes, 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 yes. All right. All right, so next I am just going to add some stems, and then I'm going to go back and add a little bit of white highlights, and I don't know, some sweet word or something at the bottom. Let's see, where did I put my little color chart? Yes, I'm loving it. I'm going to use 1530 for my stems. But before I do the stems, I'm going to take my brush and add sort of a little bottom. Bottom of the flower. And I didn't want to make the bottom of the flower the bottom of the flower. Meaning I didn't want it to be perfectly on the bottom of the flower. I wanted them to be stems sort of coming from the side. It's just more fun when you have wonky stems. Okay. So I just drew the stems on, and I will take my brush, a smaller brush, and just, you know, nothing special. Ugh, I don't like that brush. And just have the stems, you know, just wet them. And I'm not trying to be perfect, don't care. Love this. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, gonna do a little bit of drying. Oh gosh, you know what?